So the notes for today is just how to write stuff with functions. And here's a function. Y equals negative 2x plus 4. Pretty basic function. It's linear. That's all it looks like a straight line. Okay? So instead what we're going to do is we're going to say that y is a function of x. We're going to call it like this. The function of x is equal to negative 2x plus 4. Okay? This f of x, you say that as f of x. It doesn't, there's no kind of operation. It's not telling you to do something. What this is the name of a function. And we call it f because of the word function. But let's say we want to talk about height. Then we might call it h of x. Let's say we're talking about acceleration. We might call it a of x. Let's say our variable's not x, but it's t as in time. Then we could call it a of t because acceleration is a function of time. So depending on what variables you use, this is especially important in science, this is just the name of it. Okay? You can also think of the f of x as output, as dependent variable, all that kind of stuff. Okay? So what I want you to do is put a little colorful box around this. These two things, they're the same. Okay? X is input, or the independent variable, and the function at x is our output. Okay? So what we're doing is we're just practicing putting things in this notation. Like I said, it's just a different way to write it, so that we all are on the same page. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 examples. We're going to start with one simple function of, let's say f of x is equal to 6x plus 10. Okay, something basic. Then I'm going to show you 3 different examples for this function where you're going to evaluate it at different x's. Here's my function. I want to find my function at 2. Find f of 2. That's what that says, f of 2. So you're going to love this. It's super simple. See how there's an x there and a 2 there? Wherever you see an x here, you're going to replace it with a 2. And that's literally it. So f of x is equal to 6x plus 10. F of 2 is equal to 6 times 2 plus 10. And then you figure out what it is. So that's 12. I'm going to add 10. That means the function at 2 is up at 22 on the y. So like if it was a line, you'd go over to 2 on the x, and you'd go straight up, and the point would be 2, 22. That's it. We're just practicing how to write it. Second example. You can actually find the function with variables in it. So let's say we want to find f at x plus 2. So what the value for x can be anything. It can be variables, it can be another function. The function at x plus 2 looks like this. F of x plus 2 equals, wherever you see an x, you put x plus 2. So it's going to be 6 times x plus 2 plus 10. All the normal rules apply. So you will distribute your 6 and combine like terms. Box your answer. Question? It's very straightforward. Whatever you see as x, you just replace it. So third example. What if I tell you the answer? If I tell you what f of x is, you can actually do it the opposite way and figure out what x is. So if I say find the x when the output is, let's say 4. Okay, this is our function here, but I'm telling you that this function is 4. So if these two are the same, then you can replace this with a 4. So replace f of x with 4 and solve. That's what I want you to do. So we're going to take this function, we're going to make it 4 equals 6x plus 10, which is a two-step equation that I know you all can solve. So I'm going to take away 10 from both sides to get negative 6. X is multiplied, so I'm going to divide both sides by 6. And I get x equals negative 1. So if I look at this line, I find where the line is equal to 4, and I would go down, and it would hit x at negative 1. One's input, one is output. And that's it.